Hello, thank you for checking out this video. I'm so honored to be part of this diverse and inspiring program. My name is Kunlin Wang and I'm a filmmaker from China. Today I'm gonna talk about the storytelling of my film Obscure and its representation of alternative gender norms and expression. First, I want to share a little backstory of me searching for my identity. I identify as genderqueer, which means I don't subscribe to heteronormativity and its default gender binary, male and female. Instead, I see myself somewhere in between and constantly changing. How to express my gender was quite a confusing task for me during my adolescence and became stressful and depressing in my early 20s. So I did gender study under the umbrella of communication studies at university. And for my dissertation, I studied the subversive discourse against heteronormativity embedded in the Chinese underground cinema. That was when I actually found out who I am and realized what I wanted to do is to explore the possibilities of individuality and fluidity in gender through the form of filmmaking. Now moving on to the film. Obscure is a coming-of-age journey. The story is set in a secluded farmstead in a self-contained universe which has its own rules and norms remote from the society we live in regarding not only gender and sexuality but behaviors and human relations as well. There is no contact with the outside world, no clarification of time, place, or culture. Even there is only one line of dialogue in the film.
A cloth for Murphy.
So in this family unit of three people, now defined as kinship or not, a teenage boy sexually awakens after discovering the secret sexual matters between the father figure and the sister figure. Subsequently, the pure love and companionship between the two teenagers, which once counterbalanced the household's indifference, is now disturbed by an emerging sexual desire. Here, no social or moral concept constructed in the film was an intentional choice, as I intended to remove the preconceived perceptions shaped by our societies and create an experience without the mental block burdened by our norms, and to simply focus on inherent emotions and spontaneous actions. So the film is about awakening of sexuality, not necessarily related to the topic of incest. For the character design, I wanted to experiment with an ambiguous, unconventional representation of gender roles and expressions. For instance, under the display of the stern father, the sentimental boy spent his days with livestock, milking a cow and feeding the chickens, while the tough-minded sister is hoeing the ground, doing all the harsh farm work. And having the two characters wearing the same style of uniforms, both with short hair, eating together, sleeping together, and even bathing together. I try to degender them and eliminate reference to the binary definition of gender. The narrative is like an allegory, like the story of Adam and Eve. The boy used to obey the father and be in a close, intimate company of the sister. However, when he finds out the secret sexual activity or duty of the sister that he doesn't know, he becomes jealous of the father's power and falls into the fight for the possession of the sister. In that sense, it might not be the body or affection that introduces sexuality to him, it could be the power relation that produces knowledge. He learns everything by watching the authoritarian father doing, and unfortunately, in the end, he unconsciously becomes the person who he has hated. the film is not about the LGBTQ plus community per se. I think the discussion about the formation of gender and sexuality is also vital. This story, taking place in a hypothetical social and cultural vacuum, leaves some questions about how the definition of gender is created and how gender norms function as conventions set up by the ruling classes, the father figure in this case. I truly value an open discussion. If you would like to chat about this further, please feel free to reach out and let me know how you think about the subject. My email address is as below. Thank you again for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference and have a beautiful day. Bye bye.